guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for my makeup inventory for 2021. And this is my half-year update. The last time I updated you guys was about 6 months ago in January of 2021. So we're towards the end of June right now. Let's see what has changed. Throughout this, I'm gonna be showing you pictures of the products kind of in groups, just because I don't want to talk you through every single product, but this way you at least get a good glance of the products that I still have in my collection. Okay, I have my numbers right here, so I'm gonna be looking down every now and then to see where I'm at, but let's see. So for bronzers, I have one bronzer and I still have one bronzer, which is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Bronzer that I'm using as a contour. For powders, I had one and I still have one. Now I'm not sure if I already had this one, but I have the Maybelline Fit Me powder right now, and I was trying to use up a Max Factor powder before, but I always have one powder in my collection anyway. For highlighters, I still have two, which is the highlighter from Nurse in Albatross, as well as the Trio, which is kind of a highlighter blush bronzer combination, but from L'Oreal. For cream shadows, I haven't had any for the last year basically, which I'm excited about because I don't really need them most of the time, so managed to finish all of those up a little while ago. For eyeshadow singles, I still have 8. 6 of them are those little cubes from Catrice, and then I have a silver single. Love the silvers. And then I have that Miss Helen lavender purple type shade as well. For pigments, I still have 4. I have the Mineralissima Zuba. Both of those are kind of bronzy shades. I have the NYX golden shade, and then I have the Da Vinci kind of lightish pink shade, which are still going to be around for a little while, I'm sure. My pigments take forever to get through. For eyeshadow quads and trios, I still have 4. One of them is maybe gonna be done by the end of the year, which would be really exciting. That will bring it down to 3 by the next time I update you guys, I hope. And actually one of them is in my pan palette, so this category might look pretty different by the end of the year. The Sigma quad has really big pans in it, so that one is probably going to be around for a little bit, as well as the one from the Body Shop, because those cubes just take forever. And then I have that Catrice Duo, which has only a dark brown shade in it, which is probably going to take me quite a while to get through as well as that other quad from Catrice. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get to that, but hopefully soon enough this 6 will change into 4 anyway. Then for eyeshadow palettes, I have 14 right now. The last time I updated you guys, I think I was really close to finishing off the last shades in my Too Faced Glamour To Go palettes. And by now I have done so that went down by 1. I have one palette that only has 1 shade left as well. Working on one more, of course, my LA Colored Lush palette, so hopefully this number will look quite different as well by the end of this year. Let's see what else. For eye primers, I had one and I still have that same one. Nothing much changes here. I keep repurchasing the same one as well. For mascaras, I thought I had 1, but I actually had 2. But now I've used one of those up, so I actually have 1 left now. And as you guys know, I tend to buy the 3 packs from Clinique. So this kind of changes from 1 to 3 to 2 to 1 back to 3 most of the time. For lipsticks, I did finish up the, what was it again? Max Factor? Bewitching Coral? I think it was Max Factor. The, well, coral lip shades. That was really close to being done last time. It is done now, so I still have 8 left right here. For lip glosses, I went from 6 to 5 because I finished off the Tease Gutsy lip gloss and I only have 5 left right now. Most of them are pretty big, so I don't know how much I can get through in a short time span, but I'm hoping to have at least 1 more used up by the next time I update you guys on this. For lip lacquers, I had 6 and I still have 6. 2 of them are Catrice, 3 of them are Rimmel, and 1 of them is a Korean brand, if I'm correct, which is kind of a lip stain lip lacquer type thing. I'm working really hard on one of those Rimmel Apocalypse lip lacquers, so hopefully this number will be 5 by the end of this year. For tinted lip balms, I had 2 in the previous update that I did for my inventory in January. Right now I only have 1 because I finished off the Sleek Pad Polish, which leaves me with only 1 Fix and Rouge lip balm, which doesn't have a lot of pigment. I think it's more like a little bit of glitter, but they call it a tinted lip balm, so I have it in that category as well. For lip balms, I had 2 and I still have 2. I'm working on the coconuts, like I Love Coconut and Cream, I think is the name. It's gonna take me quite a while to get through that. It's a really big lip balm, but I'm kind of halfway at the moment, so I'm hoping to get through everything by the end of the year and have this number be 1 by then. Then for blushes, I had 20 and I still have 20. This takes me forever to just get through even 1 of them. I don't know whether I will be able to finish 1 off by the end of this year, so we'll see. I have pen on at least a few of them, so hopefully I can do something nice. And if it's not by the end of this year, then probably within the first like quarter or so of next year, I will be able to finish 1 off again. But that shows me 20 blushes is way too much if I only use up 1 every year. Then for concealers, I had the 1 and I still have the 1 from Urban Decay. Nothing much changes here, and I normally only have 1 concealer at one time anyway. For eye pencils, this is pretty exciting. I had 7 and I have 5 right now because I finished off the Hema kohl pencil and I finished off the Catrice Kajal, like black one that was a twisty up thing. So I'm really excited about that. I still have 5 left, but those are mostly like darker shades and like chunkier pencils. So those are gonna take me the next 10 years or so to get through probably. I don't know, we'll see. And then something that I added to my collection that I had never really had before. I think I had like 1 in the past or 2. I bought a primer, which is a Smashbox primer that is specifically meant for underneath your eyes. Just because that concealer that I'm working on is a bit on the dry side. It looks a bit patchy, so I thought I'd buy something to kind of counteract that to make sure that I can still work through that concealer. And this works really well. Normally I don't really do primers, but right now it just was what I needed to make other things work. So that's okay with me. I probably will be using that one up and then not have any primers in my collection anymore again. But yeah, as you can see, I did use up a fair bit of products over the last 6 months. I bought something new as well, but I think that primer is pretty much the only new thing that I bought. So most of my categories went down and I created 1 new one with that primer. But yeah, that brings me a total of 87 products, which is not too bad. I went from 92 to 87, which doesn't sound right in my head because I finished up 9 products in the last 6 months from what I can think of, and I bought only 1. But I must have miscalculated something somewhere. Anyway, 87 products in my collection at the moment, which is not too bad. When we think about including my nail polishes at some point, that will probably be double the amount, but my nail polishes are not in here right now because I have half of them at home with my parents and half of them here with me in Ireland. So yeah, they're not in here, and they won't be in here for a little while at least. But yeah, I'm still happy to see my numbers go down. I really start to feel like I have a manageable amount of products and things to actually use. Blushes definitely still is a little bit much, but that definitely used to be my weakness. Blushes still kind of are my weakness. Like, those are definitely the products that I'm gravitated towards and I kind of want to look at. But I'm just getting pretty good at not buying anything. So the numbers are going down slowly but surely. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!